Trust me, I'm a fraud. The CEO who fooled everyone. The first time the world heard the name Adrian Cole, he stood on a dimly lit TEDx stage wearing a plain black sweater, speaking with the calm, hypnotic assurance of a man who had solved a problem nobody else could. He talked about Narration, a groundbreaking software platform that could predict market failures before they happen, combining financial data streams and cutting-edge machine learning. It sounded brilliant, futuristic, heroic, and the audience believed every word. What they didn't know, what no investor, journalist, or employee knew, was that Adrian Cole couldn't code a single line, not one. His degree in computer science was fake. His previous startups were fabricated. His references weren't real. His resume was a masterpiece of fiction wrapped in flawless confidence. He had simply mastered one truth. People rarely question a good story delivered by a man who looks like he already won. After the talk, applause thundered through the auditorium. People rushed to him, asking questions, shaking his hand, offering meetings. Adrian smiled at them all, speaking with gentle warmth that made each person feel like they were the single most important individual in the room. When he finally stepped outside into the cold night, adrenaline hummed through his veins. They believed him. The world truly believed him. And it was in that moment he felt the intoxicating realization that would guide every decision he made afterward. All he needed to succeed was their trust. 2 months later, Narration Technologies opened its glossy headquarters in downtown Seattle. Floor-to-ceiling glass, all-white interiors, and a staff of highly talented engineers, analysts, and managers Adrian convinced to join him. To the outside world, Narration looked like the next revolution in American technology. Inside, though, the truth was almost unbelievable. Every engineer expected to eventually see the prediction engine. Every data scientist expected a prototype. But whenever anyone asked, Adrian delivered perfect excuses: legal delays, unstable builds, security reviews. The excuses were always believable, always delivered with that quiet confidence that made people doubt their own doubt. In reality, nothing existed. No engine, no code, no product. Adrian assigned employees research tasks and mock versions of important work. Internal audits, hypothetical models, theoretical UX flows, all useless but convincing. He understood something most leaders never do. If people feel busy and important, they rarely question whether anything real is happening. Among the employees, one stood out: Rachel Abrams, Naration's OCO. Intelligent, disciplined, idealistic, she believed deeply in Naration's mission. But every time she tried to see a demo, Adrian redirected her. Every time she asked for engineering updates, he gave wide, vague answers wrapped in just enough detail to seem legitimate. Still, she trusted him, maybe too much. And Adrian thrived on trust. It was his most powerful resource. Within a year, Nararation surged to $820 million valuation. Adrian became a Silicon Valley superstar. Magazine covers, keynote speeches, billionaire investor meetings, documentaries in the making. CNBC called him the prophet of predictive finance. TikTok turned him into a visionary icon. He bathed in admiration. He had learned early that people don't invest in products, they invest in the man who sounds like he knows what comes next. And Adrian sounded like he could predict the future. But the first real crack came from a quiet data analyst named Leo Grant. He wasn't dazzled by hype. He didn't idolize Adrian. He joined because he believed in the mission, protecting the world from financial catastrophe. Leo immediately noticed inconsistencies: data models that didn't match Adrian's claims, infrastructure that didn't exist, algorithmic references that led nowhere. After weeks of searching, he discovered something disturbing. Folders labeled as if they contained the entire architecture of Naration's engine, but all completely empty. It was a digital illusion. Leo confronted Adrian in a glass office overlooking the rainy Seattle skyline. He asked for access. Adrian dismissed him with gentle authority. Leo pressed harder. Adrian's smile thinned. His voice dropped. He leaned close and whispered that pushing further would hurt the company and yourself. The threat was subtle, but unmistakable. Leo walked out shaking, realizing he wasn't dealing with a visionary, but a man who would burn anyone to protect himself. At the same time, investors piled pressure on Adrian. The Series C round, $150 million, required technical validation. The board demanded a demo. Adrian had dodged for as long as possible, but now the walls were closing in. Instead of fixing the problem, which was impossible, he created a distraction. At 3:14 a.m., Virion's internal systems crashed in what Adrian claimed was a major cyber attack. He told employees foreign hackers had tried to steal the prediction engine. The lie was genius. A product so valuable that hackers wanted it, that only made Virion more impressive. But Leo checked the logs. No breach, no malware, no attack. Adrian had staged the whole thing. Rachel confronted Adrian during a board meeting, but he spun the story so skillfully that he turned suspicion back on her, painting himself as the misunderstood visionary and her as someone lacking trust. She left that room unsure of her own instincts, shaken by how effortlessly he manipulated perception. Adrian's deception wasn't just built on lies, it was built on psychological mastery. The breaking point arrived in San Francisco during a massive investor summit broadcast live online. Adrian was scheduled to reveal the first ever live demo of the prediction engine, the demo that would turn Virion into a billion-dollar unicorn. Backstage, he stared at the enormous display screen that held nothing. He closed his eyes, inhaled deeply, and walked onto the stage with the confidence of a king approaching a coronation. Flashing cameras, applause, investors leaning forward. Today, we redefine the future. He clicked the remote. Nothing. The screen flickered. Then a strange login screen appeared, something no engineer had prepared. A message typed itself slowly across the giant display. Where is the engine? Confusion swept through the crowd. Adrian froze. Another message appeared. There is no engine. The room erupted. Phones shot into the air, recording. Journalists whispered frantically. Investors shouted at encodes, sprinted in panic. The live stream chat exploded with accusations. Adrian slipped away in the chaos, heart pounding, searching for an exit. He ran through a backstage hallway and found Leo standing in the shadows. "You did this," Adrian hissed. "No, you did." Shouts echoed through the backstage corridors. Security teams spread out. Investors were demanding answers Adrian no longer had. Leo looked at him with a sadness Adrian didn't understand. "You could have told the truth. You could have built something real. People believed in you. We believed in you." Adrian's jaw clenched. His voice trembled with rage. "You trusted me," he said. "We all did," Leo replied. Minutes later, security found Adrian. Within hours, the video went viral worldwide. Within days, Virion disintegrated. Lawsuits, investigations, SEC filings, congressional inquiries. Employees lost jobs. Investors lost fortunes. Yet through it all, Adrian maintained the same cold composure. Even as he was led away in handcuffs, cameras flashing around him, he offered one final lie to a screaming reporter. "I wasn't a fraud. I was just early." Today, business schools teach the Virion case as a lesson in deception so sophisticated it blinded experts. Psychologists study Adrian's charisma. Economists analyze the overlooked red flags. Founders quote his downfall as a warning of how belief can be weaponized. And the greatest lesson endures. Sometimes the most dangerous product isn't software, it's the man selling it. And Adrian mastered that better than anyone, and the world paid the price.
If you loved this story and want more gripping cinematic narrations, make sure you subscribe The Narration House, where every story pulls you deeper than the last.